Dustin Jones has had this Dart Vader since he was like 16 years old. Today we're going to sit down and talk to him about this dart that he's got. Here we are with Dustin. We're going to talk about his little Dart. How long have you had this car?
I've had it since I was 16 years old.
16 years old.
Both his kids was conceived in the back seat of that
I wish they were, but there ain't a back seat.
So you know this car?
I know this car, yes. I've built it on 3 separate occasions with 3 different setups, so yes, I know this car.
Started out with a small block and just carried on just like everybody else's deal, huh?
Pretty much. I mean, high school started with a little pump gas deal, small block.
Right.
Thought it was cool, and just had to keep moving up,
Yeah, setting the world on fire.
Thought I was, yeah.
So how'd your racing get started?
Running back in the days in 12th Street, really, cruising. Everybody had hot rods. I wanted to be cool like everybody else. I've always had a love for cars, and that's kind of where it started.
A lot of us ended up being cool like that, started out racing, but some of us, they tried.
Fords, what can you say,
Hey, Brand X, what can you say?
Hey, we got all 3 of us
At least
here.
it's not a fucking Chevy.
You got to be crazy to own a Mopar, and I'll admit I'm about half loopy, so it's all right.
Well, you got to be to spend all your hard-earned money
He used to
on a
come
car.
to the track
That's right.
when I raced Thunder Valley. He was a little kid, but he
That's
wouldn't
right.
come next to me because there was too many women around me. So he was scared of women. So
I did used to look up to Wayne back when he was doing the King of the Valley deal. I always wanted to go fast, and you go as fast as your budget will allow. You just keep on plugging. So
Yeah,
never ending spending.
He had a lot of success up there at Thunder Valley at that King of the Valley thing,
he
didn't
sure did. He sure did.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about the car. What kind of motor and stuff you got in it?
It started as a 440. It's 493 cubic inches now.
Right.
It's got a set of Pro Comp heads on it, which are kind of a knockoff of the Edelbrock Victor heads, and they've been ported. And all the machine work was done by Henson Racing Engines. It's got a Bullet custom roller camshaft in it, cut for spray.
Cool.
Super Vic intake that's port matched and stuff. Motor should be putting out somewhere around 775 or so on motor alone.
Sweet.
And it was built to spray a decent amount of nitrous on it. Not a lot compared to a lot of folks, but
How much you spray into it, or is that disclosed?
right now I'm only throwing 200 at it because I got it off the dyno in February and was planning on going out and testing the new setup as I got new shocks and new rear end and a trans brake finally, and ran into some issues as far as divorce is concerned. So she's been parked for a while.
Put a
Your
dampener on
divorcee
shit.
or the car?
Huh?
The divorcee or the car?
Lawyer said park that some beach, so I parked at some beach.
That's what
And
I'm
that's
telling
kind of where we were at, and then I took her out for the Mopars at the Peak show, and made a couple hits on the street with it on the spray, and she don't like 10.5 tires, I can tell you that, but we're working on that. And
Oh, you can fix that. There's people that hook on them tires.
oh, I know,
Yeah,
and I
just
know
takes
it's
a
all.
little-
I know it's all in the suspension. I just haven't got to have enough hits to make it work yet.
What kind of rear end's in it?
It's got a Strange Fab 9 in it, 40 spine, gun drilled axles, Ultra HD aluminum carrier, running a 389 Pro gear.
Yeah, good stuff. What kind of
Yeah.
transmission? What about transmission?
Your
Torque
Kate-
Flight 727. PTC converter goes about 6,000 when it flashes. Got a trans brake on it. All billet internals, all that good stuff. So
Yeah, good stuff in this car.
yeah, I worked hard to get it there, and then
He lived on ramen noodles for a while.
don't let him lie to you. That's steak and potatoes right there.
Y'all aren't related, are you?
We are a little bit. I mean, hey, it matches, right? Baby elephant, you want to see the trunk? I'm just kidding.
Get him a pair
That's
of pliers.
okay. I got one of those too.
Yeah.
I had a guy look at me at work once and say, "That's a
Take
keg."
my fucking shirt off, you.
I had a guy at work say, "Man, that's a little big kegger. Is it full of Budweiser? Is it full of Coors?" I said, "It's got a tap. Why don't you taste it? Let me find out."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dustin used to help me out on the car when Goaty Bo was helping me. We took it out and did a lot of street testing with it.
Oh, yeah.
He gave us a hand.
Yeah. A lot of late nights, and hell, I enjoyed every second of it, to be honest with you. So,
We get he has a tire company, Jones Tire, and he does all the tires and stuff for us. And he's the cheapest in town. So
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, and we can do anything, bead locks, skid loader, tires, whatever. I'm not trying to plug my business, but we do it all. So.
Are you a dealer like for Goodyear where people get slicks and drag radials and stuff?
Goodyear, I'm not a dealer on Goodyear slicks, but I'm a dealer on Mickey Thompson and Hoosier slicks and drag radials.
Awesome.
And mild to wild, we do it. I mean, not a lot of places will fix your lawnmower flat. We will. So anything from a semi truck to racing cars, whatever you got, we can do it. So
I've got a goddamn dolly that the tires are flat on.
bring that some bitch down there. You know better.
Okay, I didn't
What's
know
wrong
you did
with
that shit. He's a piddler.
Hey, if it makes a nickel, I can put in my car. We're ready to go.
That's
you know?
it, baby. That's it.
So tell us the name behind Darth Vader. Who painted this car and stuff?
I'll be honest with you, man. I had Latino's Body Shop down on 5th and Walker paint the car just because they were cheap. I did all the body work on it myself. I did all the block sanding and priming and getting the dings out and all that stuff. And I had them spray it for cheap because I was on a budget.
Latino's Body Shop.
Yeah, it's down there on 5th and Walker. It's called Latino's Body Shop.
Little Mexico.
Pretty much, yeah, Little Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Good
And
people
they,
down there.
they sprayed the car for me. It's kind of a run-of-the-mill cheap paint job. You know how it is. But she's a 20-footer. She looks good from a distance.
Well, you don't need $1 million paint job on a race car anyways in case you...
I got
that ain't
thrown
no
out.
race car. That's a street car. That's some bitch tagged in the insurance.
Well, I'm
One
just
driver
saying.
on 23rd and Douglas. I don't give a shit.
In case you bump the wall or something on the track.
I
or
got
something
thrown out
like
of Little
that.
Mexico for yelling La Migra. And then somebody finally realized I was joking. They told me not to come back. So I was like, son of a bitch.
One little bastard sticking burritos up his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I left
exactly
before that happened. I seen the size of that son of a bitch. I was like, fuck. Yeah, don't yell La Migra in Little
Yeah.
Mexico. I've
Right.
cleared out fucking flea markets doing that shit too.
Easy now. Just don't go through their real and white van.
Oh shit.
Come on now.
I don't know. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Well, it's
what-
no secret what we're doing out here at this Sayer thing. You know, we're
Yeah.
trying to get, real street cars doing the real deal.
Yeah.
What wheels are on this?
It's got some cheap weld rod lights. I ain't gonna lie to you. 15 by 3.5 in the front with the Hoosier front racing tire, and then it's got a 29-10-5 on the back with screws in it, of course, and tubes. Just basic setup, 10-5 tire, ladder
did
bar
the
car,
screwing?
pullovers. Me.
He's a screwer.
I got a template. We'll drill the wheels and screw them, whatever. You got the money, honey. I got time. So.
That rings a bell.
No shit.
One day in Thailand. No, I'm just kidding.
God bless. Cut that.
It's a child show.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How many have you had?
One or two, maybe.
Ah,
One or
6
two.
or 8. you
I'm a
know.
big boy, though. I can drink a lot, so it's all right.
Yeah.
That's to be continued for sure.
To be continued.
To
Yeah,
be
after this shit
continued.
cuts, we're on. So.
That's right.
Friday night.
That's
I
right.
ain't got shit to do.
I ain't got my kids tonight. I'm going to cut loose, you know?
That's right.
It's adult humor. It should only be watched after 10 o'clock.
It
when
is
the
after
kids
10
are in
o'clock,
it.
isn't it?
Is it?
Best piece on the car is the front end, hands down.
Right.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It
Yeah.
Tell me
really
about
is.
the front end.
Brand X.
Chris Stewart built that. Chrome Molly, tubular K member, rack and pinion, race brakes. I mean, he did a bang up job on it. I had taken it another place I won't mention previously, and it got screwed up pretty bad. And Chris took me in like a stepchild, I guess you could say.
Right.
He helped me out on, and my car has never driven better. I mean, it
What kind
rides
of brakes
great,
is
drives
it?
great. Huh?
What brakes are it?
Aerospace components, it's got the billet hubs and all that.
I used to
brakes
run
set up on the
aerospace.
front.
Yeah.
Same on the back. It's got Mincer custom double adjustable shocks front and rear.
Really.
Race pack data logger, MSD grid,
So
least
these-
progressive controller.
So these cars got the interchangeable. You can change the K member like on a Mustang and a third gen Camaro.
Oh yeah, yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Fully
yeah.
removable.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when he got it.
Yeah. If you want, you can drop the whole motor and trans and everything out of the bottom. Just
Right.
unhook everything and put the car on a lift and jack her up, and she's done. So
Sweet. That makes it a lot easier. Doesn't
it
it?
Oh, yeah.
does well in some people's cases, but.
What's this thing weigh?
Right now, she's about 3280 with my fat ass sitting in it, full of fuel in a bottle. But I hope to change that here pretty quick and knock a couple 100 pounds off of her. But
You said it's a ladder bar setup?
it's ladder bar, yeah. It's got a Morrison ladder bar underneath it.
That's what I run.
Yeah,
Pretty
good
serious
shit.
machine.
Yeah, it's nice.
it's all right. I've
You
worked
can
on it
always
a long
tell
time and always needs be faster. You know how that goes.
It's never fast enough.
It
It
never
may be for a
is.
couple of passes, but once you get used to the feel, it's ready for more.
Gets
Yeah.
slower and slower. Seems
Well, the
like.
problem
Right.
is the competition locally. You know, I mean, if you want to be fast on a 10.5 tire, man, you got to have your shit together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just all there is to it. And to do it in the Mopar world with limited backing as far as aftermarket support for blocks and things of that nature, it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm running on a stock block
Right.
Yeah.
with concrete and aluminum main caps and a billet stud girdle. And,
So you've got it half
you know,
concrete?
I mean, you got to do everything that you can. I got a 3/4 field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it to leave.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does it get hot?
Make them run you down.
No, it don't get hot. I put a big old cooler on it, and the oil cooler solved my heating issue for sure. So you can get that oil cool. You can keep the water cool. I got a big old aluminum radiator in it and everything, and man, she'll run 195 all day. We take her around town all the time. Garage Burger, you know, up the corner store. Hell, I've had it at 23rd and Douglas and back from here and more. So
I saw you at the Twin Peaks deal.
yeah,
I saw the car. I didn't see you.
yeah.
Yeah, they start telling me, man, we seen this badass dart out there, and I'm like, that's Dustin Jones, that motherfucker. That sounds. He's the only one I know that's got a black dart.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't say it's badass. She's a work in progress, but she's a good one. You
Darth
know?
Vader deal.
Yeah.
Come on, do it. Do it.
I'm your father.
Look, I am your father. It's badass, man. It really is. I've always liked it.
Well,
I
I've
love
had
Brand
fun
X.
with it, you know?
If it's not a Chevy anymore, everybody's got a Chevy and a Ford with a Chevy engine in it.
Well, it's because Mustang parts
Well,
you buy
that
at
one day
Walmart
we
and
went
Chevy
and
parts
tested
you
on
buy
the
at
street
Kmart.
for about 4
It's pretty
hours.
simple.
We had the gold car and my car out there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we had a good time. You know, and that's what it's about. I don't. You know, I'm not ever going to be the fastest, and I'm never going to have the deepest pockets, but I sure like to party.
That's my kind of party.
We're going to have a good time. I'll never say no. You know, we're going to go out there and we're going to get with it. You know, so
Right.
Yeah.
You going to go out there with us next weekend?
I'd love to, but I actually got my kids. I'm a single dad about 75% of the time, and
Yeah, family's the most important thing.
exactly,
This is
family
just
to
a
the
toy.
front, and that's kind of why the car's been parked most of the time this year,
Right.
unfortunately. But
But
I'm
we're
getting
gonna do
those
something.
issues worked out. So
Right.
come springtime, we're going to be ready to rock, and hopefully you'll be seeing her quite a few places. That's
Well,
the plan.
Yeah.
This thing we're doing on the 5th is just kind of like our first deal, kind of a test thing. I'm sure we'll learn some stuff and have to make adjustments here and there to our little program that we're going to do.
Yeah.
But I've talked to the people down there at Sayer, and they're pretty much going to let us have that road anytime we want.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what I was talking about maybe doing
Nice.
for next season, the weekend that they have their thing, us go up there and either do it like right before their deal or the following Sunday. That way, there's still some stuff on the road.
Nice.
Yeah, and
To
we've
help
got some killer Mean Street shirts coming out too. So
Yeah, that's what I heard.
yeah. So Sonia is taking care of that. It'll be badass.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, she's running that program now.
Yeah. She's a good girl.
Definitely. She been talking to the board up there about all this, and everybody on the board. They're all excited about this deal that we're doing.
The board.
Yeah, the board,
The little council of Sayer
the
that she's
yeah,
on.
the, yeah,
or
the
whatever.
whole the board
Don't
of
put
directors.
my name on any
board
board.
of- the board of
Because that
directors or
son of a bitch will
whatever.
Throw me
She's
out
a
of
sweet
it.
lady.
Yeah, she is.
She's very much so. She
They're good
works-
people out
She
there.
works her butt off too to make that deal work.
Oh
out
yeah,
there,
we're not going to put Wayne's name on it because they'll shut the damn thing down.
No
That's it.
shit, troublemaker.
Yeah.
English people, what can you say? Oh,
Crikey.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So here we are.
yep.
You'll see some pictures of the car. It's beautiful.
Nah, she's a 20-footer.
She's a 20-footer.
She's a 20-footer.
And you can say that with pride.
I can say it with pride. You damn right. I love her.
Right.
That's it.
Love her. Never get rid of her.
Okay. Well, next thing you're going to see is us racing out at Sayer. So stay tuned.
That's where our next show is going to be. We're going to go out there and get some live footage. We're going to have some special people out there racing, showing off their stuff.
I hadn't finished fucking talking and you just walk all over me.
Well, nobody pays attention to you anyways.
You see the shit I got to put up with?
Where's my Sharpie? Where's
No.
my Sharpie?
Shut the hell up. This fucker, every time I go anywhere, he says, hey, can I get your autograph? I'm like,
I literally went into Walmart one time when we showed up at a car show event. And before we went, I always bust Wayne's balls about the Sharpie and signing autographs and this and that and the other. You know, that I've always that's not kind of been my style, you know. But
Right.
Wayne has to do it, and I understand why. You know, he's got a lot of fans, and hell, it helps him, you know. And
Right.
and I'm proud of that for him. But I took it as a jab at him every time. And I went in one time and I bought a 20-pack of black Sharpies. And I walked up and said, "I don't want you running out tonight. Here you go." You know? He was like, "You son of a bitch," you know.
Well, when we went to Sayre, some people hemmed him up.
Yeah,
Said, "Hey, who are you?" And they're like, "You guys." He goes, "You're standing there." I said, "I wasn't on there. I'll take the
honestly.
picture."
We'd try to test the car at night, me, him, and Brian, and people would roll up there, and I mean, any hour of the night, any place that you go, and they'd be bothering the shit out of him, which ain't a bother. Fans
No.
are fans, and it's a good thing.
Not at all.
I'm a low key kind of guy myself, so
Right.
you know.
And I'm a Thor. You're a Loki?
I am a Loki.
Oh,
We're brothers.
that's right.
You might hate me, but you
I used to
still
have
love me.
long blonde hair. Not anymore. Since hanging around this motherfucker, I lost all of this shit.
I stress him out
You do.
So
Well, I
you still
like
got hair. Sometimes it just wants to do its thing, but for the
because he
most
knows
part-
that Mopar gonna be on his ass pretty
They
quick.
let me
so
film
all
a
his
whole
hair fell out.
episode with a fucking cow lick. I was so mad at these some bitches.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'd fire the some bitches, but they ain't on the payroll. You know.
Really, I'm still waiting on that.
Well, there you go, guys. Dustin Jones of Jones Tire, Moore, Oklahoma. If you
Right
need
here.
anything, call him.
There you go. See y'all in Sayre.